What's up, you guys? Happy Monday. Happy 1st of December. Hope you are having a good one and hope you are looking forward to the Christmas season here. Man, this is an exciting time of year. I always enjoy this. I love getting to hang out with my friends and my family, celebrate the birth of Christ, and as always, look forward to the new year coming right around the corner. So I'm so excited to be here with you guys. Let me introduce myself. If you are joining us for the first time this evening, hey there, my name is Kyle Kurzhal. I'm your go-to guy for AI and automations to help you get back your time and grow your business. Or maybe you're investing, or maybe you're just an employee in a business and you want to learn a little bit more about how you can use AI to do your job more effectively. This session is for you. Whether you are someone who's brand new, maybe you're somebody who has tons of years of experience in business and you're just looking for ways to automate your process, this time is meant for you to be able to come, ask questions, learn a little bit about what's going on in the news around AI, and then also really focus in on maybe certain tools that are going to be useful for you. Sometimes I do a little bit more of one versus another. Sometimes, like for instance, tonight we're going to be, I think, spending a little bit more time on the tool side. We'll kick it off with maybe one brief article on the news piece that will lead into that tool. So I'm very excited. I'm going to actually be playing around with some of this for my own purposes this evening, and I'll explain that in a little bit. So if you notice the title of this video, it also said something about a giveaway. And yes, I am doing a giveaway. I've been doing a giveaway for the last couple of months now for these live streams where we give away copies of Alex Hormozi's newer book, $100 Million Money Models. The cost of the book is entirely covered for you apart from shipping. So you still have to pay for shipping. It's like $5 in the US. So I don't think you have to worry too much about the expense there, but that's $30 off and you get a whole physical book in hand, which is really, really nice. So this is a fantastic book if you want to learn about how to create money models for your business, if you want to learn about how to upsell, downsell, things like that, how to combine things creatively in your business to provide more value to your customers and your clients. You're going to want to get your hands on that. So hey, it's a free book and you just pay for the shipping. And by the way, I'm not receiving any profit for that. The shipping is literally just paid directly to Alex's company to be able to get that book shipped out. Probably it goes straight to UPS or whatever it is that gets the package to your door. So if that's something that you want, what I'm going to go ahead and do, and I probably should have thrown this up there while I was talking about it, but you can go ahead and scan that QR code on the screen. I'm also going to go ahead and have my AI, hopefully my AI doesn't act up today, but I'm going to go ahead and have it post the link in the chat on YouTube and Facebook, so you can go ahead and submit. I only give away these books to people who come to the live streams, by the way. So even if somebody comes along like afterwards and fills out the form, they're not going to be able to get a copy because I only give these out to people who are here for the live stream. The point is to give you value in multiple ways. But if you're just kind of coming in and wanting free stuff and you're not like coming in to learn or collaborate with other people, like it kind of misses out on the point of doing this. So this is for the people who are here to learn, here to actually collaborate. So let me go ahead and have my AI throw that out in there. Please share the giveaway link in both YouTube and Facebook live streams. Okay, so let's see if it can do that. We'll give it a second here for that to kick out if I don't see it. It's asking me, let's see here, help you. Okay, what's the giveaway link? Okay, hold on one second here. I think I clicked the wrong thing. I did this the last time too, and I thought the AI just wasn't working. And I just selected the wrong chat. And so unfortunately, it did not know what link I was talking about. please share the giveaway link in both YouTube and Facebook live streams. Okay, so not a new chat. Put it in the existing chat. All right, so hopefully it'll go and do its thing. All right, so I am very excited to get into today's news. Like I kind of mentioned to you, one of the things that I am most interested in about this is that I am looking to use some of this for my own personal family-related matters. So I have kids, and I have written some stories for my kids. I did one in the past, and I self-published that book. I used AI actually, I think it was about 2 years ago, to help me generate the images for that, because I don't have a ton of artistic talent that I have practiced. But I had the story, and I want to make sure that story is well known to my kids. I want to share that with them, but I want them to have the visuals for that. So I like using AI for purposes like that. I've got a couple more stories I want to share with my kids. I just don't have the pictures, and things have gotten so much better now that not only can I generate the pictures with newer tools that are way better than what I ever started with, and some of the pictures I came out where I generated were okay and a little iffy, you can tell. Now it's just so much better. But then we add a new layer onto this, which is video. And so I can take those pictures and I can turn them into a book, but then I can also create little video segments and put them together in a story and record those with my voice and so on and so forth. So that's something that I'm really interested in, and that's kind of what we're going to dig into today for the tool. Let me see what's going on here with the channel. Let's see if the links got shared properly. I think I hit for some reason, I hit an unknown limit. I have no idea why I got limited on Claude. Okay, it looks like it got shared in YouTube. You guys on Facebook, looks like it's there too. Okay, so it did do the job, and then I hit a limit. So you guys should be able to see that on both YouTube and Facebook. I think we should be good to go now. So before we get into it, again, don't forget to submit any of your entries that you would like into that link that is shared there in the chat for a chance to win a copy of Alex Hormozi's book. I'm only giving away up to 10, and I have decided to cap it. I am capping it at 10 on these live streams. I'm not going to go. Maybe I'll do one more. Maybe I'll do one more mega giveaway a little later. But I've only had a handful of people actually submit to get these, and so I think maybe I just need to do a cutoff and say, you know what, we're going to give away 10 more on these live streams, and then we're going to end it. So we'll see. Maybe I could always change my mind, but that's kind of what I'm coming to right now. So if you want a chance to win one of those 10 copies, then get in there. If you want a friend to win a copy, bring your friend in here, have them submit, stick around, and then we'll be announcing the winner towards the end. I know it says 6:30 Central Time roughly on the screen. That may vary a little bit depending on how long I go. Sometimes I'm a little lengthier. More lately I am when I go through tools. So I also can tell that I've got my lights here are flickering. So here's what we're gonna do. If it bothers you, if my light flickering bothers you, let me know, and I'll just unplug that extra light there. It's a little buggy. So, all right. I think we're good to go. I'll be checking, by the way, like I said, kind of at the beginning, if you want me to answer your questions about AI, automation, anything like that for your business, for anything you're trying to learn about, submit those in the chat. But if your question's a little too long, I have another way for you to do it. There's another link there in the chat on YouTube and Facebook for you to be able to go and actually fill out a more lengthy question. And I actually do check to see, I can see those come in live on my side. So if you've got questions, go ahead and submit them there as well if it's too lengthy for the chat. And I'll be checking the chat here and there throughout our evening together. So I think that does it for all of our general opening stuff. That took a little longer this time, but that's okay. I'm here to hang out with you guys anyways. So let's get into our news. Okay, so here's our only main piece of news that I'm going to be kind of focused on today. There was some more stuff that I saw around like OpenAI doing a bunch of stuff with all sorts of businesses around the world that could have some impact, which I think is really, really interesting. And maybe I'll start doing that kind of stuff more regularly. But for now, we're going to kind of focus in on this announcement from November 25th. So this was I think the day after I did my last live stream, so we didn't see this. They have this video here on this screen about under the article, 4 ways to refine your content in Flow. And so this video is all about like using their particular tool called Flow for video creation. I that's my understanding, at least. I have not messed with this tool, so we're gonna check this out today. We're gonna see how well it does, and maybe it'll be a really good option for me creating like a story for my kid. So I want to kind of get hands-on with it. I want to learn a little bit about it, and you also can learn along with me. So let's kind of look at this article. So they say, we built Flow to help creatives bring their ideas to life. So far, we've seen over 500 million videos since launching in May. Along the way, we've heard your feedback if you want more precision and control with both images and videos. Over the last few weeks, we've introduced new features to give you more creative control and flow with new refinement and editing capabilities. There's 4 ways you can do this. 1, generate and edit images with Nano Banana Pro. That's sweet because Nano Banana Pro is awesome. Nano Banana was already fantastic. It was already top of class. Nano Banana Pro, yeah, buddy. That's what I'm talking about. In Flow, you can use images to serve as the characters, subjects, and starting points for your clips. Great. These might be images you upload or ones you create in Flow with our new Images tab. This new dedicated workspace for generating and refining images is powered by Imagen and Nano Banana for free users. Subscribers also have access to Nano Banana Pro. That's what we're going to be using tonight. I've signed up for like a temporary subscription just to try this out, see how it goes. So we'll get to play with some of these tools hands-on, which will be really nice. Our newest state-of-the-art image model, which provides improved professional-grade controls like depth focus, lighting, and color grading. With simple prompts, you can change the character's outfit, alter pose, camera, angle, lighting, without re-rolling the entire scene. Okay. You can blend elements, multiple reference images. Yeah, so they show here these reference images. And then this one here. And then it shows a movement. That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. I like that. Okay, prompt by doodling. So instead of wordsmithing the perfect prompt, you can draw or annotate on an image. Flow understands your doodles, incorporates them into your final frame. You can draw into Flow directly instead of a separate editing app. Perfect. Insert and remove objects. Okay, sometimes when creating Flow, you want your clip to stay exactly the same except for one missing piece. One thing you don't love. Tap a pencil icon and a clip to insert objects directly into the videos. Remove elements without changing anything else. Fantastic, that's what we want. Adjust your camera motion with reshoot. Sometimes camera angle or motion doesn't come out as you imagined. You want to play around with clips from different perspectives. Introduce a new feature to help adjust camera position. Move the dolly in any... Okay. Cool. I love this. This looks fantastic. And, there's a question here. I think we just got to get hands-on with this Flow tool. Because I know... So my understanding of this is that this Flow tool is basically like this video editing type of service, and it uses under the hood, VO3, or I guess now 3.1, and the Nano Banana Pro to help with images and video generation. So then this kind of helps you stitch everything together and fine tune it. So that's what this sounds like to me. So I'm really excited to try this out. I think this is going to be a really good solution. And the thing, I think, aside from personal use, let's maybe talk about business use case. This sounds like a great way to get like B-roll. Like it sounds like a fantastic way to get B-roll, or maybe even to generate ads, like video ads and things like that for your business. So I think this might be a fantastic tool for just getting content out there. If you look at the pricing, let's see here, pricing of Google Flow. So the Google AI Pro plan is $19.99 a month, and the Ultra plan is $249, so $250 a month. Let's see here. So if you do, we're going to be playing with the AI Pro plan. I think that's a very affordable entry fee, especially for small business owners, which is really nice. The AI Ultra, okay, you get a lot more stuff. You get 25,000 credits versus 1,000. Higher usage limits, yeah. So, I mean, honestly, that's going to be what you want. I think if you're a small business owner, this is what you want at first as you're trying to grow and things like that. But I mean, you're going to very easily probably want to get in here. I kind of like, there's a sense I have that this is probably going to be really, really useful for marketing. Like really, really, really useful for marketing. That's just my 2 cents, because I've seen some of the stuff from VO3 and some of the ways that they generate both audio and video have been really human-like. And that's what you want for a lot of these things. The question I will have still is, how does this compare to the Mirage app? And I kind of talked to you guys a little bit about this. We probably won't go into detail on this today. I've done this in a podcast episode on Automate Me Please. But if you go in here, like, these are the people, the acting of these things is really good. So the question is, is the acting for VO3 quite as good as Mirage? So I guess we're going to see today, and we may be sitting around for a couple minutes. That's the only thing about these tools and doing this live is, I kick it off and then it's going to take a couple minutes. And unless we've got a super active chat, it's going to be kind of weird and boring sitting around. So we'll just have to deal with it for now. So let me go ahead and get into this. So I've got the new trial period here. So I've got this up in Gemini. And so the question I have is whether, I think I've got the wrong profile on though. Give me a second here. Let me double check. Oh yeah. I had the wrong profile on. That's what was going on there. Okay. So here we go. All right. Man, that flashing is getting bad, guys. Let me turn this off. Unfortunately, it means that my lighting won't be quite as good, but I would rather that be a thing. And let me see if I can turn on my I'd really, really like to, okay, theme, let's do a light theme. That way you at least have some light on my face here. Okay, so I've got a pro version here for now. Let me see what we can do if we expand this. So, Okay, so how do I get into Flow? Let's go back here and let's go up to this thing. So I signed up for this thing and it took me into Gemini. It wasn't quite clear where I go. Okay, Labs, Google, Flow. Here we go. So I'm going to sign in just a second. Hang in there with me. Next. Continue. Okay. Here we go. So, what's this Flow TV thing? Is this like generating stuff on the fly and letting me like pause it and skip? Oh, very interesting. Is that, that looks like Frozone. Okay. All right. Well, so that's what that is. All right. So let's work with Flow. Let's create a new project. And, okay, so it brings us in here. I guess I can like edit my project name. So let me, you know what I need to do? I need to actually pull up my, because what we're going to do here as an example is I'm going to generate some, I'm just going to practice generating some images and videos for like the new story for my kids that I kind of mentioned before. And, you know, if maybe it's going to be fantastic. And, I just need, what I need is my story though. Because if I don't have my story, then it's been a while since I wrote it. So what I don't want to do, okay, continue, computer, let's see here. So let's do discernment story. Okay. So I'm just going to kind of reference my story as I'm wanting to generate clips and things like that. So we've got this type in the prompt box to start, text to video, ingredients to video, frames to video, create image. Okay, so I can create my image. Let me see frames to video with text and frames. Okay, okay, interesting. Okay, interesting. We can also do like VO3 quality. Okay, and then we can create our image. So our model here, we can choose VO3 fast or quality. I'm not going to mess with VO2. I don't want to deal with it. So we can do landscape or we can do portrait, which is really cool. I could probably take something I've already generated and then turn it into one of these two things. If I had to guess, we can control how many outputs we want to see, so that way we can see like how it did. Okay, each generation uses 20 credits based on your current settings. So, you know, if I've got 1,000, then that means I'm going to be able to do about 50. Did I do that math right? I think I did. Yeah, so that's going to give me 50 videos. And so if I was paying that $20 a month, I could get about 50 videos a month, roughly 50 generated videos. And now what they don't specify is the length of this thing. So, you know, depending on what you're doing, I think most people are probably not doing like a really single long video per se. Maybe their video, it's going to have clips. It's going to have like breaks and stuff. So the question is like, it's probably like per piece that's being generated. So I'm also curious about what the cap is on how long that thing is. So let's just kind of look around here to see if there's anything else. Okay, scene builder. Oh, okay. So this is like our timeline. Okay. Got it. Okay, so that builds our scenes. All right, so I think we just maybe need to play with this a little bit. It looks like they've got a nice little expand button here. So let's see here. I can add. Let's create an image, and we're going to use Nano Banana Pro. Can I click any of this stuff? Oh, okay, there we go. Landscape, output. Okay, I can do 2 at a time. Ooh, okay, this is cool. So I'm going to get 0 credits used for Nano Banana Pro. So that's included. That is really, really, really nice. So I can mess with this as many times as I really want, and it's going to give me something that's going to be super helpful. Okay. Before I start generating, let me check our chat here to see if we've got any questions, anything that anybody was interested in that they wanted to discuss before I go deep. Okay, so I'm not seeing anything here in our chat. Let me see if we've got any long form questions in the question form. Nothing. Okay, good. So we are just going to get into this. So where's my story? There's my story. Okay, so I need a scene here of a rooster. Okay. Let's see here. A scene of a farm on a bright, sunny day. With a, let's say a farmhouse and a barn on the left side of the scene. Farm, I need to say a farm, what's the right way to say this? On the edge, a farm on a bright sunny day. On the left side of the scene sits a farmhouse and a barn. With next to an open field that that hugs the edge of a forest. In and around the fields, you see let's see here. I want to say a zoomed out scene of farm on a bright sunny day. In and around the fields, you see our animals, our farm animals that you'd typically expect, like chickens, cows, ducks, and so on. Okay, so okay, so I can't expand on that. I don't know if that's just because I wonder if I could, if I opened up Gemini, if I could, let's see here. So if I go over to Gemini and I say create image and we put this in here. Okay, we can say fast, answers quickly. Oh, okay, so I can actually create my videos in here. Very interesting. So, okay, so there's a lot of options in here, but I don't see an expand option per se. But what I could do is I could say, please help me expand this, the following image prompt, image generation prompt to get the best possible images for my new children's book. And I should give it some more context, actually. So this is a good point when you're doing stuff like this. You know, I almost wanted to kind of go straight in here, and I could, but I can also leverage AI to help me write better prompts. And so, you know, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give it more context here. So, so typically, like, well, let's think about it this way. So let's do this. Let's kind of start from scratch a little bit here. I'm kind of backing up, but I think it's helpful to see these kinds of things. So first, we kind of want to set out like the personality and the role. So we want to say like, you are an expert artist with over 50 years, expert children's book artist with over 50 years of experience selling millions of copies of children's books and generating billions of dollars in profit. You know, something like that, right? We kind of tell it who it is. We give it its task. Your task is to help me create the best possible images for my new children's book so that the children love, so that both parents and children love it. Okay. And then we give it a little bit more context. So, let's say like, we're going to give it a little bit more here. Let's go full screen here so we can actually see this a little bit better. Kill that. All right. So we prefer painting types of styles that are pleasing to the eye. when I share an idea for a scene with you, you will suggest possible, well, we need to back it up. So before we begin, you'll help me identify what type of style might be enjoyable, might be most enjoyable. Okay. Once this art style is identified, then I'll share ideas with you for scenes. Let's see here. And when I share an idea for a scene with you, you'll help expand that scene. The idea for that scene in such a way that an image generation tool will be able to best understand and interpret. Please, and I think one more thing I need to do is say, please keep in mind that for all art styles, I want to share an idea. Okay. The generated images will ultimately also be turned into moving videos so that we can also publish recorded videos with audio, what's the word? Not layovers, audio dubs over the visuals. So the generated image also needs to be friendly for video. Okay. I think that's a good way, to start. And what I'll do is I'll kind of give it here, and we'll take off our little image thing, and then we'll let it have at it. I think we maybe it would be fine going through fast, but I really kind of want it to chew on it a little bit and do a really good job. So we'll run it through the thinking model. So let's submit that. Okay, try it. Yeah, using Thinking with 3 Pro. Great. Okay, so we'll see how that does. While that's kind of chugging here, let me see what our chat says. Do we have any new questions? Any new comments in our chat from anybody? For those who are here and watching, are you guys enjoying this? Are you learning how to craft these things a little bit better than maybe you were used to? That's the question. All right. So with decades in the industry, I've learned, beautiful art. You're turning these into moving videos. Okay. You must be very strategic. Not all painting styles animate well. Okay. All right. We need to have and define shapes and consistent lighting. Here are gold standard painting styles. Okay, textured acrylic. So I want to see a sample of these. So what we're going to do is we're going to iterate on this. Actually, I'm going to turn back on that. Thinking with 3 Pro. Can you please generate a sample of each of these styles so that I have a sense of what they look like? I could go Google it, and we could see. Oh, very interesting. So I did not have that on, or did I? I don't think I had that on yet. Maybe I did. Maybe I'm going crazy. I think I. Oh well. Maybe I'll go back and watch this video. If I didn't turn that on, it's cool that it recognized that. Oh, okay. So it didn't even need to actually generate that, but it kind of gave us an example here. Or maybe it did. Maybe that's why it got this overlay. Ooh, I don't really like that first style. I really always enjoy a good like soft oil style. The textured acrylic, like the paper cut style, is also fun, and I enjoy that. So, ooh, soft oil or paper cut. The watercolor is okay. We could do that. I could see, honestly, any of those kind of working out really well. Let me go with my favorite. And then we'll go from there. So let's use the second style. Luminous soft oil. Okay. It didn't need to load, but I'm making it do extra work probably by still having this on, so I probably could have just left it there. All right. Okay. The first scene is an intro to the story. Zoomed out scene. Okay. So let's give it that scene that we already have typed out, and let's see what it says. So now it's gonna expand. We didn't even need banana. I'm making it do extra stuff it probably doesn't need. It didn't expand on the. But that's not too bad. That is not too bad. The only other thing, though, about this is that I really kind of need this, and I need the image. Now that I think about it. When I do these books, like when I did the last one, I needed it in a square type format. Rather than a long format. But if I did a long format, like a wide format, well, let's not worry about it too much, because really we're just kind of playing with this evening. So, this is a thing I would iterate on. But gosh, look at this image. It looks so good. It actually looks really, really good. I'm quite happy with that. All right. So let's try this. Or rather, you know what I wanted to do? I wanted to do it directly in the thing, so I didn't have to like download. Please expand on this scene as needed. And you know, honestly, let me put this up here. Honestly, you know, with how good these image editors are now, or these image generators are, I don't know that you really need to get that much more complex. You used to need to, when you were dealing with these things, even a year ago, or even within this last year, you really had to kind of know like different camera types and angles and all this stuff, and it was a lot to know. But man, this stuff is a lot better. Oh, I need to take off the... Try again. Please just expand the prompt and don't generate an image. So it's going to do the thing, but I mean, again, that's pretty nice. Okay, here we go. So, you're making me choose here. Okay. For video. I'm just gonna choose one. Yeah, see, here we go. Like, you see here how it's like, oh, the aspect ratio is 16:9. Stylize 250 and all these things. Those are things that, you know, maybe somebody who isn't used to that wouldn't recognize that they need it. Okay, so let's have it generate. I'm just gonna take that and we're gonna pop that in there, and we're gonna kind of see what 4 images. I like that I can do 4 at a time here, and so we get a variety of options to choose from. I don't have to do it one by one. Let me see. Okay, here we go. Here we go. So these are going to look very similar. Okay. Okay. I like that. I really like, honestly, I like both of these things. We see, I think the dark forest there and there, that's really good because that's kind of what we want. Ooh, this is hard. These are so good that I'm really struggling. I feel like that looks a little too, the house looks a little too looks a little funky. Maybe not. Let me see what oh, but we got a little path in there too. Oh, such a hard decision. So we've got our safety on the left side, our... Okay. Add to prompt? Oh, okay, so I see. So that added it to the bottom here. So I could include that there in my scene builder. and I can favorite it. Okay. And so, okay, so this thing is added to a bunch of my images here. Now, the only thing I wish I could do is I wish I could group it, or create like little subfolders for things. What if I favorite this? I can. Okay, can I just see my... Well, hold on now. So it added... I think that's a bug, guys. I was expecting just to see my favorites, but it added the favorites onto this thing. So let's see. Flag output, delete. Okay, I don't think I want to delete just yet, but I like this. What are the options? Okay, same thing here. Reuse the prompt. Okay, so I could reuse the prompt, and then I can say if I just... Okay, let's say I add my image here. So I'm happy with my image. Let me reuse the prompt. Let me change this to ingredients. Let's say ingredients to video. And let's add this to the prompt too, like the image itself to the prompt. And I think this is going to be good enough. Like if I kind of give this to it, I think it's going to probably be able to do everything I want. Let's do a quality version of this. I could choose 2 outputs. Is it going to give me... Oh, it's going to use 20 credits. No, it's each generation uses 20 credits. So can I see my credits anywhere? Like, okay, I can see... Okay, I can check my credits up there. So what I'll do is I'll do this and I'll say let's just try it. Let's kind of see. And it looks like there's this like magical expand thing. And so create new expander action figure preset. Oh, interesting. Okay. I don't think that's quite what I'm looking for. It sounds like I can do a custom expansion. Oh, and we can enhance this. So what I could do is I could create like something really consistent as an expansion, and then maybe apply it to my scene. Maybe we'll mess with that in a second. Let's go ahead and let's generate. Oh, okay. Feature is not. I don't know what. Let's switch. Maybe I can't do 4. Let's do 2. Which feature? That's very confusing. Is it the ingredients? Oi, Google, you got to tell me, like, what feature? I don't know. Is it this? Is it this ingredients to video? Okay. It looks like this frames to video is a like you can add a first and a last kind of frame to see like where you want it to end. So if you wanted to like transition or something like that, then you could totally do that. So let's see if the frames to video, if we do the quality, let's do the 2. We're doing a landscape. Okay, so that one worked. I guess it must be the ingredients. So maybe the fast version works and the quality version doesn't work. Interesting. I'm very interested in the expander thing, the expander feature. I think that's going to be really good for creating consistency. So the other thing that we could do for consistency is that ingredients. That is going to be super key. Like when I start creating my characters for this story, one is going to be like a rooster. And so when I start creating that character, I want that character to look like the same type of rooster throughout each of the scenes. And so what I could do is I could generate an image of my rooster, and then what I could do is generate an image of the scene. I could actually do each of the characters, generate an image of the scene itself, and then I can add them all together as ingredients. Okay, interesting. So we've got our 2 here. That was pretty fast. That was really nice, and that was for quality mode. So let me see if I can swap over our audio here so that way you guys can hear. I need to pause this. Give me just a second. Got to pause that audio, and I got to swap you over to this so that way you can hear whatever goes on. Okay, let's see how this goes. 8 seconds and 8 seconds. Can I expand this so you can see it well? Here we go. I mean, I like the music and everything. That's cool. Maybe I'd cut my music out. But you can see there's clearly an artifact here, even though I used the... Let me turn off the audio. Let's check this out. Look at this. So we have... You can see all the artifacting when they're moving around and stuff. But like this thing jumping and flapping... And maybe actually some of that is okay because it's a picture. It doesn't need to be the smoothest thing. It can look like a painting to some degree. But that weird, all of a sudden we're flying and we generated a new rooster, a new chicken over there. Let me see. And I think there's like a duck down here too that... Yeah, we're generating ducks out of nowhere. So that one isn't as good. Let's try this one. Let's see how this goes. Yeah, there's some more weird artifacting going on here. Like things are merging and not staying consistent. So, and those are just from the animals that I'm kind of seeing. So let's the rest of this looks pretty cool. I like the pan. Yeah, that's very interesting. The cow, something doesn't look right there with that cow. Is that because the original image had that? Can I, hold on a second. I'm going to turn back on our audio here. All right. So, well, let's go look at our original image here. I think, you know what? I chose an image. I liked all of this. I did not like drill down into this thing. Oh, what is this? Record. Oh no, that's a red color. Okay. Oh, interesting. I can use drawings and annotations to specify changes to this image. Can I like zoom in? Let me see here. Okay. I can't really zoom in on this. I'd really like to. Oh. Okay. So I can use drawings to specify changes. So I could say, like, please fix the circled cow. And you know, maybe I could like, maybe I could even start with just a scene. Oh yeah, see, that's much better. Look at that. That cow looks so much better. It looks more like a cow instead of this weird thing. Okay, so that was cool. That was really neat. So I could come in here and I could kind of fix that up, and then we could regenerate that. So let me go back to let's go back to our video, and let's say we went with this one. I don't want to play it. They said they added a feature edit. Here we go. So upgrade. Oh man. Oh, they're not giving me. They're gonna make me upgrade to this thing, this higher version, to be able to mess with the camera position and the motion. Let me see, insert. Okay. Oh, so I can insert. They said in this article. So they said that we can doodle, insert and remove objects. Okay, well, that's what I want to do. I mean, it's cool that I can generate with Nano Banana Pro. That is really, really helpful. Hold on. Let's see what this. What if? Okay, let's kind of see how they're doing this in this feature. So edit, circle, add a baby elephant, follow the instructions in my annotations, then remove. Oh, so that's with Nano Banana. Oh, that felt a little, this feels a little misleading. That, I mean, that's cool. I think that's super helpful. The only thing is that this isn't quite what I was wanting from my video editor. I was wanting in my video to be able to like circle certain areas and say, hey, like, please go ahead and fix that. And they've got music here, like disco music. You guys can't hear it, so it's probably out of place with my music. But that, okay. well, what about this thing? So adding and removing objects. What if I just want to remove the cow? So we've got a video. So we go click edit. We're in insert mode. We select, put an elderly man next to a cow. Okay, that's cool. Okay, but so they say, okay, object removal is rolling out next month. Okay, so that's not even available yet. They mentioned this one with camera motion and reshoot. Let's see what this. Yeah, okay, that's cool. But it didn't look like I could get this on the current version that I'm messing with. Okay. I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world. So maybe if I fixed, I reused my new image there, that would fix that. It's not going to fix the artifacting where it it creates brand new chickens out of nothing. That is going to be a little bit of a problem. Okay, so what if we do this? What if we remove the farm animals entirely and we try to play with the ingredients? So maybe we try that and we take this scene and we say, hey, please remove the farm animals from that. So we'll give that a shot next. But before I do, I want to swap over here to our chat to see if we've got any new questions, any new comments here. Okay, so I don't see anything there. Let me see, nothing there. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and I think this is kind of one of the last things I want to play with for the evening, and then we'll call it a night and do our giveaway. So, by the way, if you were interested in the giveaway, you need to go fill out the form right now. You need to go fill out that form because I give away the copies of this book, and I'm only doing 10 copies of Alex Hormozi's book. Again, you have to pay for the shipping, but it's $5. You're not paying me for it. You're paying Alex's company or UPS or whatever. If you want that book, you got to go fill out the form now. That link is in the video chat or in the chat on YouTube and on Facebook. So go do that right now if you want a chance to win a copy of this book. If you've previously submitted before today, then you will not win a copy. You have to use the code that I put out during my live stream, and I'm only giving out during the live stream. So you have to be able to do it here and now. So just to let you know, if you want that, go do it now. Once I do it, once I run the AI to select the winner, and it's over. I'm only giving away up to 10 copies, and I'm decided that I could always change my mind, but I think at this point I'm just cutting it off at a total of 10 more copies for now. Maybe I'll do a mass giveaway at some point in the future, but that's kind of where I'm landing on this. So do that now while we wrap up on this last feature. Okay, so let's take this image. I don't want to reuse that prompt. I want to take that image. I want to say, you know what? Actually, I can just do it right in here. So I can click that and I can say, I can select these things. What is this tool? What does it say? Oh, okay, I can do little arrows. Cool, cool, cool. That's nice. And then what's that? Is that masking? Okay, and I can only do... Okay, interesting. So let's do that. What I really want to do is I want to like have... Let's remove this first. Or rather, let me just select all of the animals. Please replace all of the animals with a single rooster. Or I should have done that. I should have said I should have done the ingredients. So I should have done my rooster generation separately. Well, while that's going, I'm going to say, okay, please generate a prompt. Okay, so I'll say this one. Okay. With the prompt that you just gave me as context, could you please create another prompt that generates a character that is a rooster. We'll just say that. Oh, interesting. I cut off Nano Banana Pro and it says it's loading. So, ooh, that's not... Okay, well, it did remove the rooster. Or I did replace them with a single rooster. That's not what I want. Please remove the rooster. So we'll see how that goes. And okay, so we're going to... Please create another prompt, but make sure that the character doesn't have a scene around it. This is basically a character design that will be included in other scenes. Okay, so it's going to do its thing. We're just going to have it. Yeah, there we go. So now we've got this image, which is fine. Now we're going to exit. So there's our scene. I like that scene. And so this is kind of how we're going to do it. We're going to take our roosters character and we're going to put it in here. And we could do this with multiple animals, probably for a little bit more control. Okay, so we've got our prompt. Let's copy our prompt for our rooster. Let's say Nano Banana. We're going to do, like 4. of these. We're gonna pop that in there, create our image. And the only reason I'm not creating the image in Gemini and I'm creating it inside of this is because it's just a lot easier. I can just like copy, I can click the images that I want, and it's just gonna pop it into my scene. So let's see here. That's kind of cool. He looks soft. Those colors aren't quite so great, but we'll go with him. Okay, so let's swap over. We're going to try this ingredients to video, and we're going to do add to prompt. We're going to add this to our prompt. We're going to take our scene, like our original prompt for our scene, and we're going to reuse that prompt. Oh, I guess I'm going to have to... Okay, there we go. So we'll do this again. So we got to re-add our images to our prompt here. And feel like the blurring is like on some of these pieces are kind of meh. I like this one a lot. Let's do this one. Okay. They're very close though. So okay, so we're gonna do that. We're gonna remove this bit about the animals. We're gonna say a rooster strutting around. Okay. And we gotta be specific. A single rooster strutting around. And let's give that a go. This feature is not turned on. Oh, I think I gotta turn it to the VO3 fast. Okay. Let's try that. Let's see. So it probably is going to be faster. The question is, I mean, if that quality, granted, I did give it a lot of, I did give it a single scene with a lot of things, small things in it. And it did a pretty good job for what it was given. And it was also given a weird cow. So, maybe just having a scene with individual characters will actually be a better solution for this in the long run. So we'll see how that goes. I'm very curious to see how this comes out. Now, while we're waiting, let me check our chat to see if we've got anything new that anybody has dropped, anything. Okay. So if you guys are watching, again, while this thing is generating, you have an opportunity here. If you want to get a copy of Alex Hormozi's book, $100 Million Money Models, go fill out the form right now. I only give these away during the live stream, and you have to have this specific live stream code. I don't use previous live stream codes, so there's a new code every single time. Okay, so let's see how it did. I'm gonna turn off our audio, and we're gonna listen to this thing. So, because it does come with audio, which is kind of cool. Give me a second here. Let's pause that audio. Now, let's see how it did. Full screen. I already have a feeling this one's not going to be good. That's a giant chicken. I mean... if only I could make the chicken smaller. Oh, that's not bad though. Okay, let's see. Okay. Okay. I mean, not the worst thing. I feel like if I played with this a little bit more, that was a little bit more consistent. I would need to tell it, I think. Let's try this one more time. Let's say, can I like reuse this thing? Add to scene. Scene builder. Oh yeah, okay, because yeah, we can basically build this thing out and we can add scenes. So really all I was doing up till now was generating a video. So when I go in here, yeah, so I can arrange my scenes and stuff, and I could have it do, I could string things together. And let's see here, jump to extend. Okay. Let's say this is kind of interesting. So before I go farther on this, I would say like, I would need to, if I really want to dial this in, I think I need to tell this with the prompt, a single rooster with the, which has a size relative to its environment, to the normal sized rooster, basically. So let's say, what happens then? The rooster walks into the dark forest. Let's see how this goes. Sometimes audio. Okay. Can I do quality? Can I make this quality? I did also use the fast version. So let's kind of see what happens there. If I said, hey, maybe we transition into a scene. He walks in the dark forest and the scene transitions. That would be kind of interesting. I'm very curious about like how well the transitions would be, and it almost looks like I can like drag this. So I can like choose how much of each scene is gonna show, it almost looks like. The other thing is I'm not sure, this is gonna be very interesting to see how well it picks up on what happened. Okay, so here we go. Let's see. Let's have it start, I guess, from here. Oh. Oh. Wow. Okay. I'm a little... What if I do this? Hold on. What if I want to start? So I shortened it. Okay, it didn't smoothly change that. Let's see, I go back to the beginning here. I think I would have to regenerate it. You know what? Let's look at that. Okay, so here's the thing. It generated this view. I think the key here to remember with this. The key to remember with this is that it generated this view. Okay, this looks a little more 3D. It's because all I did when I wrote that prompt was I said, the chicken walks into the forest. And so it got the style for initially here, but then you can kind of see it transitions to this 3D thing. And it's okay. It's not the worst. But then we get this, so the style didn't transfer, and part of that is because I didn't customize it. I didn't do anything to the prompt. And honestly, I think that's where, we talked about this expand feature down here, being able to create an expander that lets you like focus in a certain like cinematic style. That would probably be the best way to like dial this in, because then I could really I could say, hey, what is going to happen next? And then I could add the expander, and then I could play with the prompt and have like Gemini help me draft my prompt and all these things. And I think we'd come out with a pretty cool little video here. So guys, I would say, in some ways, with this, I'm disappointed at a few things, but overall, I think I'm impressed. And especially when you consider that, a lot of this stuff is still experimental, and they're still kind of honing these tools for you to be able to use these more naturally. But I love the fact that I can include the characters in there. I think I need to just figure out how to make them the right, how do I put this? Make them the right size inside of the scene. And then I need to play with the expander. I think that's going to be kind of the key here to make sure that you're really doing a good job creating these scenes and kind of putting everything together. So I think probably, we didn't mess a lot with this for like avatar type generation, like anything that would be speaking, but I've seen styles or like samples of people doing it with people speaking, and generally it's been pretty good in what I've seen. So, when it comes to your business, I think you probably could use this for things like B-roll. I think you could probably use this maybe even for like talking head ads and things like that. So if you need like a single tool that is going to be able to do a lot of stuff, you might want to check out the Google tool suite here for like Nana Banana Pro, because it's one of the best right now for image generation, and then they've got the built-in VO3 for video, and then you can stitch it all together with Flow, which is pretty nice overall. So I know there's a lot of other tools that are coming out right now actually that are also really good for image and video editing and things like that. So maybe we'll explore some more of these things going forward. I'm a little hesitant to do some of them because some of them are developed by Chinese companies, and I'm just not a fan of giving them access to my data. So I think we're going to go ahead and end our demo here, and we're going to go ahead and move now into our final part, which is our giveaway, y'all. So if you stuck it out this far with me, thank you very much. I hope you had a chance to go fill out that form. I told you multiple times it was coming. So now the hour or the minute is upon us, where it is time to give away the copies of Alex Hormozi's book. Again, remember that if you submit it, I'm only doing 10 of these. I'm only doing 10. I'm not going to keep adding to it. I've been adding one every single week, but I'm capping it at 10 now. And so from here on out, I'm giving 10 away during these live streams, and it's going to go down from here. So now is the time, and we're going to have the AI actually do our final selection. So let's go ahead and see who our giveaway winner is for the evening. Ooh, I may be capped here. I may be capped with Claude. Oh, it hit it hit the max conversation. That's what it was. I didn't run out of. Ugh. Please start a new conversation. That is so frustrating. Okay. We'll start a new conversation. Not a problem. Let's go to plus. And we're gonna make sure. Okay, we've got the giveaway. Okay, please select a new giveaway winner with the giveaway code 10 again. And I believe I need to make sure that that's what I used in our, since I'm having to now move over to a new chat because it doesn't like my chat. Let me click my own giveaway link and see. Make sure. Oh, I think we gave. I think we have the wrong giveaway link in there, but that's okay. We'll just have to reuse this one. It was 10 out of 10, not 10 again. Oh boy. All right, whatever. That's fine. I'm glad I double checked it though, because somebody could have missed out on their. Somebody could have missed out. All right, let's see. Do we have any winners tonight? Kathy Hall. Kathy, you are a giveaway winner. Thank you very much for coming. Let's see if there's anybody else. So that's one. Select another winner. And I might need to check because maybe we only have the one. All right, so that's gonna go. And what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna go look and see. Looks like Kathy is our winner. Kathy, I'm gonna go ahead and get that sent out to you. Let me double check here to make sure we don't have any other people in our system. It's possible because I do have it do a random selection, and it could just be randomly selecting Kathy over and over again. So maybe what I should do is I should actually just select here the let me see here. I should just select our okay. Let me see if I can just find our submissions here and just see if there's anybody else. Because if we don't have that many people. Okay. All right. So Kathy, you are our sole winner tonight. You are going to get a copy of Alex Hormozi's book. You should be expecting an email from me going out here in the next couple minutes. Congratulations, Kathy. I hope you really enjoy that book. Again, you just have to pay for the shipping. It's going to be probably like $5. So I really hope you enjoyed that book. Hope you get something out of it. Thank you guys for joining us this evening. If you didn't win a book, then here's what I'm going to tell you. Okay. If you didn't win a book, then what you can do is you can go sign up for our live our reminders. And those reminders go out every week, about 24 hours before we have these meetings. You will be able to then also get like a 10-minute email reminder. So if that's something that you would like, so that way you can show up, if this was helpful to you and you really want more of this kind of stuff, then I would definitely recommend that you sign up for that. Give me just a second here because I'm looking for my link so that way I can share that with you guys in both the YouTube and Facebook. So let me grab that. Okay. And let me have hopefully the AI, because I had to switch the context again. And I always hate having to deal with this. So sometimes it just struggles. You know what? I'm just going to manually share it because honestly, it's not worth the hassle right now. Sometimes things go wonky when you have things like that happen inside of your AI chats. So, all right. It is shared inside of both YouTube and Facebook. So you guys can go ahead and click that link if you want an email reminder for more stuff like this. I used to, at the end of this, kind of tell people, hey, like if you want to sign up for the AI Employee Club, then we have that as well. But it has gone away for the time being because the platform shut me down for posting my own link inside of my live stream chat. So go figure. Not sure how that happened or why that happened, but it did. So we don't have an AI Employee Club. It was a place for you to be able to get more private communication, extended live Q&As. You got access to one of my courses on how to set up phone AI receptionists. So that is no longer available. You can still get the course if you want. We show you how to do it. We did like a 1-day challenge where we set up AI phone receptionists in a single day with some folks who had never done anything like that before inside of Go High Level. And so if you still want that, I've got the link there in the video description on these videos. And so you can get access to those at any time. It's a one-time purchase and then you have access to the full course. So granted, some things have changed and some things have changed for the better and they are getting better, but it has a lot of the basics that you'll still see there inside of Go High Level if you sign up today. Plus you get like a 7-day trial. So hopefully that's useful to somebody who needs something like that for their business. That is coming from some experience that I have setting those things up for somebody's wholesaling business. So, all right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and end it here for the evening. Thank you very much for coming. I really appreciate you hanging in there with me. Hope you enjoyed this. I feel like I learned a lot. I think I'm probably going to really like using this tool going forward, and I may actually use this to help tell the story that I have written for my kids, and putting together like a video version of this that's a little nicer than the last one I did. So anyways, thank you guys again. As always, hope you have a good one and take it easy. Bye-bye.